right, Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And Singy, we've got quite the pitching matchup in this one. Two elite power pitchers going head-to-head.
Indeed, Boog, and this is going to be a fun one, especially if you like high velocity and big strikeout stuff. Both these pitchers are coming at these hitters from the right side, and I expect to see a lot of hitters looking awfully frustrated throughout this game. Capitalizing on whatever scoring opportunities these lineups might find themselves in is going to be crucial to winning this ball game.
About to get started here, and today's starting pitcher, Jose Barrios. What's the scouting report on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
Okay, all set to go. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. The pitch. That one finds the zone, and away we go this afternoon. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
There's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And that's outside. And the count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He flexes his power with that swing. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one pushed foul. Backed off the plate that time.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Wouldn't chase that time. Hard hit left side. Zips it to first, and O'Neill is retired. 2 outs, base is empty. Now batting Tristan Casas. And first offering is fouled off. Casas batting in the cleanup spot, and he took home the Silver Slugger last year in the American League. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And on the mound today, Brian Bayo. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Ground ball left side. Whips it to Casas. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Casas steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here's the veteran first baseman, Carlos Delgado. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. That's off the mark, and it's 1-1.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Just missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Pudge Rodriguez stands in now, looks at that one inside. A big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Delgado, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings and misses. That's the inning. 1 left for Toronto, and it remains 1-0. New inning getting started. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Manuel Valdez. And a pitch. Check swing, no appeal. Berrios, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slurve, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. And another ball. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Kicks and deals. Got him looking. 1 out in second.
Well, just ripped a page out of the Greg Maddux playbook. Throw that pitch at the hip and just watch it jump back over the inside part of the plate. Tell you what, you are baffled expecting that to almost hit you. And then
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that baby's gone. He circles the bases, his 13th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
O'Neal Cruz now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Hard hit, right side. Gets it to first. Awesome play there. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Angel Acuna up next for the Red Sox.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
All ones that count.
The pitch. And that one is inside. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the righty deals. That's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Drew Waters stands in, and that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker. The pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the center fielder.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
And the 1-0. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Fires to second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And the batter now, Luis Rengifo. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. O'Neill brings it in for the 3rd out. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. On to the 3rd inning. Now batting Jarren Duran. And the right-hander back to work. And he was nowhere near that one for strike 1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
The punch out there, and a quick out number 1. So up next, Jackson Holliday. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And it hits the fence. Round second, digging for 3rd. The relay tries to get back and see.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
So, man aboard, Tyler O'Neill getting ready to hit. That one misses, and that is ball 1.
1-0.
Fouled off down the right side.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
On the ground to 3rd, Seager. They put the tag on him, throw to first, but he beat it. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Tristan Casas. Grounded out his first time. Hit high in the air, there it goes, Cena. A gigantic blast. And they add a pair. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
outs, nobody on. Manuel Valdez up next for the Red Sox. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Hit high in the air. There it goes. Cena. They go back to back. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it, and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. Back after this on the show. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now it's Dalton Varsho. As he turns on the rubber. And with that good live arm delivers. That one off the mark. And that's ball 1. Hard hit to 3rd. Cruz on to 1st. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting done. The third baseman.
And now the veteran third baseman, Kyle Seager. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swings and misses. 1 and 2. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that one is out of here. So he goes yard to left. And they're on the board. It's 5-1.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. So a hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
That's hard hit on the line. Waters snags it on the run. And now the right fielder. There's the strike. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game. But
runner on the go. There's the ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
And at second. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one 95 to finish him off. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. Now the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz. And a pitch. That clips the corner.
Well, I'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball. The hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
Here's the 0-2. Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. And he's already singled in this game. He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, one away here in the finale of this 4-game set. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Up the middle, Rengifo whips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Drew Waters. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Right through there for a strike. Waters, 27 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker, just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
2 outs. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Rodriguez throws to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. So they make short work of him. Bottom of the 4th. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Pudge Rodriguez. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Foul ball there. Righty to the plate. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. The Red Sox leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just missed. On the ground, right side. Whips it to Casas. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. And they're at the knees. And that is strike 2. And that's downstairs and outside. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They're down here 5-1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jarren Duran. Berrios back to work. And a foul ball.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And the pitch. That one lifted to left. Sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. New pitcher now for the Jays, Luis Severino.
And he's had his struggles so far this year. As you can see, the inflated ERA. They're going to bring that down a little bit right
here. Jackson Holliday up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered here in this one.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
In the air out to center. Pulls it in for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat, Tyler O'Neill. Here's a rocket out to left. Varsho pulls it down, and that'll do it. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Stepping in, Luis Rengifo. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Drifts towards it. Makes the catch for the out. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Righty delivers. That pitch just misses the inside corner. Now 1-2. The Jays down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the third baseman, Kyle Seager. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. Now 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
That's a hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
2 outs. Got him swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 5-1. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. The wind of the pitch. That one missed. Severino, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a cutter, and he works in a 2-seamer. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Strike 1. That's a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And another ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Fires across the diamond. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that one fouled off. That misses. Ball 1. Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Digging in, Mitch Garver. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off on the right foot.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hot shot to third. Throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, and here is number 1. That one finds the zone, And that's strike one.
Well, these Jays need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
1 ball, 2
And a
strikes.
pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and fires. Just off the outside part of the plate. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at-bat to watch.
Delgado in the box again, takes a strike. On the corner at the knees for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The wind and the pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Rodriguez, the next to hit, takes ball one. That's in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. So 2 down. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
The Blue Jays down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that ends the inning. Back now in Toronto. Now the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz. Here comes a pitch. That one cutting but missing down low. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Nate Pearson up and loosening in the pen. Alexander also throwing. The 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses. The count now 2-2. Got it by him for the K. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. 1 for 2. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider.
Swings here and blasts one left field, and it's off the wall. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. The pitch. Swung on, belted. Back there. Hits the top of the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 6-1, and that's a double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around third, he will score. It's 7-1. Duran into second, and he's got a double.
Wastes no time there. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
One down. Now it's the shortstop, Jackson Holliday. In the air, out towards left center. Varsho makes the catch. 2 down. Tyler O'Neill digs in now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. In the air, left field. And O'Neill is retired. And that's the 3rd out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left.
The center fielder,
Number 36 in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
He goes down looking.
Well, that event seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Luis Rengifo now at the plate. First offering, and it just misses. Right through there for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And here it comes. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
the batter, the left.
2 outs, bases empty. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Way inside. There's a strike. The Jays with a lot of ground to make up. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Liner, base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
They get the force out with room to spare, and that's the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Severino back to work. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And that baby's gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 8-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That pitch was intended to stay inside, but it leaked out over the middle of the plate. Hitter waited on it, and he connected just perfectly.
Nate Pearson will take over here. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And Manuel Valdez up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 3. Just missed. fastball for a strike. Next pitch inside, and that's ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one hit to right. 1 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So digging in, Mitch Garver. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 10-1.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
1 out, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. That
Ball
one
one, no
misses,
strike.
and that's ball 1. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A massive home run. His 7th home run of the season. It's 11-1. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Colin Poche gets the call from the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Drew Waters. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. On the ground to short, Aparicio. To first, and 2 away now. Back to the top of the lineup, Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Genesis Cabrera, the left-hander, up and throwing. Alexander also getting ready. To the right side. Slings to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame.
Music make me smile. Some people call it rhythm and soul. I could never get enough of this kind of stuff, cause I think they call it rock and roll. But I say roll. Come on everybody, cause we're down.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Luis Aparicio.
Luis
Strike
Aparicio.
1. Bayo still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
2 strikes.
And the slider just misses. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of the hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Number 1, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. And a strike in there. Base is empty, one away. All Red Sox in this one.
Well, he's just about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's got a chance to get through this 8th inning if he can get 2 more quick outs. Coming up on pitch number 100. Probably nearing the end of his outing here, Boo.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning. But no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you've got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Blue Jays go down in order. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Raleigh Fingers. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jackson Holliday. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good. But the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And a pitch. Base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And the batter now, Tyler O'Neill. That one the other way. The throw to second, over to first, but he beats it. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. So now the DH spot, Edmanuel Valdez. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. On to the bottom of inning number. So bottom of the 9th, and now for the Jays, Pudge Rodriguez. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Third home run of the season. It's 11-2.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ryan Baio departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Number 21 gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now here is Brent Rooker. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. And it's fouled away. Right-handed reliever. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Number 36, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Line drive, and it stays fair.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight.
There's one. Out. A double play to end it.
9 wins in a row. It's such a good feeling right now with this club that no one wants to be the player that causes the team to lose. In fact, they're looking at ways, each player, every day they come to the ballpark, how can I help us win today? And this is a great feeling. It's like being in the playoffs. When individual statistics don't matter, it's all about the team W.
11-2 the final tally. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
No se riega, se monean, pero no me matan como meta. Necesito más tiempo del que tengo. Ya todo me aburre con nada.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 11 runs on